But I'm sure Kampala will come back firing on all cylinders next.
The results I don't want to emphasize. You'll talk for yourself. I want to pass this message to my
Magogo. Honorable Odongato, I believe vicariously liable for handing over this. Thank you so much, Mr. Justice Mugisha. Allow me, there's a popular song. Just hold on, at the count of 3, DJ, are you ready? Okay, at the count of 3. 3,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Not forgetting your fellow historical Federation President, Susan.
Now this moment becomes very emotional for me. It is also a combination as an ambush because, sincerely speaking, I had very little information about this event in the preceding days, but leadership requires that in all situations you have to rise up. Friends, special friends, honorable members of parliament, my personal friends who are here, presidents of federations, sister federations of other great sports in this country, the acting president, or the acting presidents, like you put it, the executive committee, the dear delegates, the owners of association football in this country, the chairman of the members of FUFA, the Fourth Estate, ladies and gentlemen. Being away for a number of days, I might have forgotten how to speak to football people. So if I'm going to make a few mistakes, please accommodate them. First and foremost, in Ajumani on the 28th of September, at the beginning of the General Assembly, I said I would be pronouncing something at the end of the General Assembly that was making me very happy. Then at the end of the General Assembly, indeed, I made the announcement that I would be stepping away for 2 months to conclude a process that had been going on for years and was affecting the development of the game of football. And for me, I was a proud person because I was seeing conclusion to certain efforts that were detracting my personal concentration, and being at the head of the institution, definitely affecting also the direction of the institution of FUFA. But today I'm even more proud over a number of reasons. I'm very proud of myself that have been able to build an institution called FUFA. The institution of FUFA is very strong. Very, very, very strong. If you look at the efforts, the energies, the amount of time, the amount of money engaged by negative forces for this institution to still be running with lots of success, uninterrupted. I'm very, very proud of my executive committee. I'm very, very proud of the secretariat headed by Edgar Watson. And I'm also very, very proud of the August House of FUFA and the entire football family. Because whatever was going on, there was nobody, and I will insist, nobody who is pro-football from the football family who was negative. We need a very, very big round of... Remember, I've been having all the time, I've been observing, I've seen very, very, very good friends in trying times from amongst you. I've seen those who were celebrating. But what I want to confirm is that from the football family, the people who are pro-football, inside the football family, there was no one. Out of the 88 delegates that decide on behalf of FUFA, there was no one. And it was a moment for people to be seen, to interpret, to apportion blame, to advise, to direct what they don't know anything about. There is a lot that happened, and I'm not going to use a day where people are supposed to be celebrating, where people are supposed to be jubilating. There will be an occasion, and I will organize that occasion whereby a lot of details will come to surface. Who did what, when and how? Because apart from me, nobody has, maybe and my lawyers, nobody has the details. But there are a lot of details, and some of you will be shocked by actions of some people, individuals, the amount of energy, the amount of effort, and the target being the person who is heading the federation. Yet, those affected are millions and millions who are following the game of football, who are living out of the game of football. But in the process of targeting an individual, somebody shoots randomly. Maybe I will shoot the target. But like I said, on a very good occasion, I'll come out. And trust me, a lot of information will be given out. Because I've been reading a lot. And thanks, Honorable To, for a lot of explanation you've given. There's a lot he does not know in terms of facts. But when he gets the facts, probably I'll ask him to even explain further to support his case. I think you have used logic, you have used your understanding of the law, but there's a lot about the facts themselves that you missed out, that one day definitely all of us are going to learn. I'd also like to thank the executive committee for all these achievements that have come here, that have been listed. But for me, there is one which is very, very, very important. And I want to emphasize that we may have achieved very many things. And for me, finishing third in Sekafa and what you may have seen as not having gotten 100%, to me it is 100%, because we cannot win all the time. This is football. We can't be winning all the time. For me, the achievements right here are big enough. But for me to keep the stakeholders together is what makes us stronger, and that's what makes us happier and better. The stakeholders who are outside football, because football has internal stakeholders, like I said, the 33 members that own FUFA. You know, there is the sport of football, but there is also the organization that oversees the activities of that sport called football. These two things sometimes are confused. The organization that oversees association football is FUFA. There is a sport of football. Everybody can proclaim owning it, can proclaim anything. But the organization that oversees the activities is FUFA. And this organization is a private organization owned by 33 members, 16 clubs from the Premier League, the 8 regional member associations, plus the special interest groups. These are the owners of this organization. It is a private organization, a voluntary organization. Whoever is willing to belong may belong. However, because we are custodians of a national team, the Uganda Cranes, which attaches all of us, we are custodians of the fund from government that helps to organize that team to compete internationally. In the international sporting regulations, only FUFA may present the national team to compete. Those are FIFA regulations. So because we are the custodians of this team, and we have done very well, haven't we? We have done very, very well. We receive funding from government as an appropriation from Parliament. And it's our responsibility to ensure that that fund is managed, accounted for, as the rules and the laws of this country are concerned. And we are a very compliant private organization with the laws of this country in as far as that responsibility is concerned. However, in the management of our affairs, in the management of the game of football, in the management and execution of our regulations, it is our internal operations. But this sometimes is confused, and a number of people who are self-seekers wish to confuse the gullible public with a lot of misinterpretations for their own benefit. It is also true that the external stakeholders, because much as we have the external stakeholders, the players, the coaches, the referees, the officials, we make the game of football. But this game of football is useless without the external stakeholders. And that is government, is our key external stakeholder, giving us a conducive environment, financing our operations of the national team, putting in place a proper legislative environment that can allow us to operate. There are also other external stakeholders, like the sponsors, who provide the money for us to be able to fund our activities. The media, the funds. And very many key external stakeholders, like Mr. Mugisha has put it, have been with us. And we have not seen any challenge from our external stakeholders. For me, that is another point of celebration, that the government has been with us, financing. They did not stop financing us. And even in my absence, the funds have been coming through. The sponsors, Airtel and other sponsors, have been with us. Not at a single moment did I get to learn of any reason why they are not supporting us. And the sections of the ethical media have also been with us to report the activities going forward. So I would like to thank everybody in your individual capacity who have stood with us in this period. But for me as an individual, it has been a very, very good moment. Since 17th of December 2005, I've never been away from national football. Those are 14 years, non-stop. We are either undertaking an activity, or it is the politics, or it is the development, either in Uganda or internationally. For the first time, God decided that somebody has to take a leave for 2 months and re-energize and charge the batteries and come back strong. And leadership comes from God. It's a reality of life. You don't have to scheme. You don't have to destroy anybody. You actually have to pull up everybody. I'm very proud that I've been involving my vice presidents in all activities as if I knew that there is a moment that I was going to be away. So I did not at any time doubt that they would not manage. My only worry was about the external forces making them not deliver. But in terms of what was required to be done, they knew what to do, and I did not doubt that. I would also like to thank Mrs. Mugisha personally. Thank God she's here, because I talked to her immediately and I said, please, it is a very big task that Justice is taking on, and you have a very big role to play. Make sure you understand, because I know what I'm talking about. But thank you for being with us, and definitely we can't take this day without thanking you. I indeed spoke to her, I think after 1 or 2 days, personally, and I said, please take responsibility. We need this federation to still continue going forward. Again, also in the 2 months, there's been an opportunity for me to engage a lot with the people of Diope East, the place where I'm born, raised, and took my primary school. And please, I call upon every football friend to support us, the people of Diope East, in all activities that we may require you to support. My friends from Parliament, thank you so much. You've taught me a lot of things, because we have engaged a lot more during this period than ever before. And I think I come back with a lot better administrative skills than I left. The people of football, it is time to continue with the development of the game of football. We shall not give an opportunity to negative forces to take a control of the game. The leadership of FUFA will be decided by FUFA, by you. And that has been my battle since 2005. Football has proper people. Football has able people. We have done courses. We have trained people. We have the ability of managing our game. If anybody is standing outside FUFA, is standing outside football, thinking that must take a leadership without going through the processes, the schooling and training that you need before you get to the head, that's a battle I'll never stop fighting, whether I'm president of FUFA or not. Football must take its own decisions. Football must determine its leadership, because nobody understands football apart from we, the football people. And besides, it is our thing, isn't it? It is our thing. It is you guys who create the game. Incidentally, people come to Nambole and find the game and find 1% of the product. 1%. But there's that younger player in Padel, in a football club, that Santos will get out of his personal money and create an opportunity for this player to become a footballer. If he has not created that footballer, there will not be a football club. There will be no league. There will be no players for the national team. So what we see in Nambole is just the pinnacle of efforts of very many people, you, the delegates, and that's why football chooses its leadership from football. You go and belong to a club, spend your personal money there, get the tribulations of managing a football team. Leadership will automatically pick you from there and take you to the top. It is as simple. We are a voluntary organization, but very open to membership. Anybody is free to become a member by contributing resources, time, human, finances, and the moment you contribute, you become an owner of football. you become eligible to be voted. And if you are very good with the voters, then the voters will vote for you. You don't need to get 1 vote or 2 votes. You will get all the votes. And the moment you get the votes, you will take the leadership. And you will come with a football program and you will deliver a program. As simple as that. So, like I've said, the details of about what transpired, we'll create a proper organization. Today, let us celebrate, let us eat, let us dance. I've seen a lot of dancing skills from amongst so many people today. I'll need to see everybody dancing, myself too, before we conclude the day, such that we can go back very happy. Otherwise, the organizers of this event, Mr. Rasul and your team, our friends as football special friends, Honorable Anita Mong, and the other members of parliament, please, we are very, very proud of you, and please continue associating with us. We'll continue giving opportunities to football. Even in my absence, you can see Uganda is already leading the Africa Cup of Nations Group 2021, where we'll be going to Cameroon for the finals. And we can guarantee you we'll have to deliver this one as well, inclusive of qualifying to the World Cup. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Let us enjoy the game of football. Let us go and support our various clubs, our various teams. Tomorrow, let us go and support the parliamentarians. I'm told yesterday they beat somebody 5-0. They beat Yala 5-0, right? So let's hope that tomorrow you beat the noisy neighbors and we celebrate, and we'll be there to watch and support and shout on top of our voices. Thank you very much. It's our game. It's our country.